going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's the 2nd of April into a new month here. Got some selling hitting the markets here this morning. We're going to talk about some different areas on Pangolin and Bitcoin. So we're going to take a look at PNG, USD, so Pangolin / the United States dollar. On Coinbase here will be the data provider. We are on tradingview.com. Bitcoin selling off quite hard. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about PNG and highs and lows. We'll talk about some upper and some lower targets here, guys, keeping things in check if this market cannot get its footing and start higher once again. We'll see. Take a zoom in here on PNG. Welcome to the channel, guys. Appreciate all of the new subscribers, all the support. Let's get into these markets here. The 2nd of April, it's Tuesday. It's early in the morning here on the East Coast. So we're taking a look here at PNG, Pangolin. We have some resistance that came in at the 52,400 level. Why do I say resistance came in at that level? Well, once we pulled back on the 29th, we traded up right to the 52,400, slightly higher than that. And then we started to roll over and we are now below it. So Pangolin, let's draw we have a higher high, we have a higher low, we have a major higher high, we have a higher low right here, guys, the 31st of March, excuse me, about 2-3 days ago, we have a lower high. Let's put an arrow on that so you can see it. This day right here is a lower high. And what we're getting right now is a lower low. So we're undercutting our most recent low here, which was, let's see, the lows on the 30th were 48,161 and 47,165. We're undercutting our 47,165 over there on the 29th of March. So right now, guys, we actually have a change in trend lower. So we went from higher highs and higher lows to a set of lower highs. And then so far today, we have a lower low. What does that tell us? Well, that tells us that the odds have the scale has flipped for us to be actually starting to go lower in price than higher. Lower in price than higher. Now, what you want to see is a close below our most recent low. So if that would be on the 29th of March and that low is at 47,155 and today's low was at 46,169, we need to see a close below 47,155 today to really give us that confirmation that we have a change in trend here. Don't put your head in the sand. Keep aware of this if you're a bull and you're long, because the market and the price, the chart, Pangolin is telling us that there's a good chance we're going to be heading lower for a little while and not higher. But like I said, we undercut the low today. What we want to see is a close below that low. And like I said, that price is 47,155. You want to close below that. And that's going to give us confirmation that, hey, we are starting a new downtrend, guys. So probably not what you want to hear if you're a bull, but let's keep things in check here. We all love to talk about much higher prices, and we'll get to that. And those are all still valid. But in the short term here, and it could be very short term, it could be a day or two, this market is looking a little heavy, and there's some distribution. There's some sellers in the market right now. And we are, like I said, we're right there and ready to change the trend and turn the corner into a new downtrend. But like I said, yes, we did undercut and we did make a lower low. You want to close below that. It's really gives you that extra confirmation that, the odds are flipping right now that we're actually going to start some distribution, some selling, and a downtrend to sideways action. We don't know how far it's going to go, but just keep things in check here, guys. Keep in mind, we're still within a much larger consolidation here. Yes, we have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, lower high, lower low. The all-time high, or the high of this consolidation, I should say at 85, and then our lows over here at 35. We're still within this range, so don't get too freaked out, but moves can happen from the inside out. And that's when I said we're starting a new uptrend here with a higher high and a higher low. Just like that took place and we started to move, we're potentially starting a new downtrend, all within this same consolidation with a lower high and a lower low. We're looking for the close to be weak and closing us below the 47,155. That's what I'm watching, okay? That's all. Whatever you do, of course, that's up to you. So let's talk about that. Let's say we get a close weak today. I mean, Bitcoin's down a couple percent. We're going to jump into that before the end of the video here. So stick around for that. I mean, I think it's getting hit pretty hard today, and it's the elephant in the room, so we can't ignore it. Let's say we get the weak close today, and we start to trend lower. Well, another important area to watch for some support would be right in this range. That's like 45.2 would be that level. That's the highs of these candles here when we started to move higher, like 45.2 right in there. A next area to watch would be the lows of the higher low. So that's at 39,400. And these, when I say watch, it's for market support. 42, those lows are 39,400. So the lows of March 26th, and then this area here at 45.2, two areas to watch if this market really starts to sell off. Below that, if we start to really sell off, we're going to look for support down there at 34.3, 34,137. That's these two levels I've had on the chart for a while. Should be some really strong support down there. And if we get down there, that's going to put us into potentially breaking to the downside of this whole consolidation. So that would be a pretty serious sell-off. But hey, anything's possible. It can happen very quick. So you don't want to be not ready and not prepared for what can take place. So the first support, like I said, is 45.2. That's about 5% lower. The next area now these are what I'm watching, is the lows of the higher low there. That's about 17.2% to the downside. And then we have the two support areas at 34,300, 34,137. That would be 28% lower. So we have a 28, we have a 17, and we have a 4.7 or 4.5% areas to watch to the downside. You want to have realistic expectations, guys, when these markets, all the time, but especially when markets start to really move, you want to know, okay, what's possible. If it happens, okay. If it doesn't happen, okay. Just keep in check of what's possible here. And then, of course, if everything gets crazy, we have other levels down here to watch as well. And they're all on the screen. They've been on the screen for a long time now. So 28.6, 27.445, 26, 26.2, 18.7. These are all areas for market support. So they're there if you need them. There's a chance that when you get a nasty day, I mean, Bitcoin's down a couple percent, guys, that it's a shakeout. So you take out a major low and then you close actually higher, or you even close in the green for the day. And it ends up being a big shakeout, and the trend will actually just start to go back to the upside and be in the green pretty quick. So there is that possibility. If that's the possibility, then we're going to watch our higher prices, 52,400. That's right above the market, not too much further away. Then we would be making a higher high. So we'd be taking out the highs here from the 31st of March. That would be 56. We're going to watch our last, we're going to watch these highs for the 29th and the 28th. We're going to watch the 65 level, the 72,540, the 89,120, and so on. You get the point. 106, 110. That's if we start to actually, that's if this is a shakeout today and the markets actually rally out of here. That's possible. We start to make higher highs again and rally big time. So sometimes these sell-offs are short-lived and they're just acting as a shakeout, shaking people out of the markets, running stops. Then they actually send it to the upside and things get quite bullish quite quickly. So let's keep everything in check here. If you can keep your emotions out of the market, you'll do much better. And that's easier said than done. That's why a lot of people can't stomach the markets, especially the crypto markets. All right, guys, over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now has we have resistance at my level here, 71,335. Look at all these candle wicks going back to the 25th of March, 6th, 7th, 8th. We were in a range on the 9th and 30th. We back up to resistance on the 31st and on the 1st of April. That resistance is 71,335. You can see it working perfectly here on the screen. And then we did have support up until yesterday at 68,748. That's this purple line here. And we broke it. We broke it pretty good here on the 2nd of April. But on a positive note, Bitcoin is finding support at the level beneath that, which is 66,032. That's this purple line on the chart. It'd be nice to see that hold. We'll see, but there's no guarantee that's going to hold. It acts as support for a period of time. That period of time can be, 20 minutes. It can be 20 hours, 20 days. We'll see. But so far, look how the level is working just as it should. Perfect support. We rally. We're above it. So we'll see if we start to roll over again and then a break below it. It's important to watch that level, 66.32. Let's head back to the daily chart. That was a 3-minute time frame, by the way. So far, we have a major lower high here, guys. And we're starting to break lower. Yes, we're putting in a lowered low, but I think we do have some room to move lower first before any real concern, although I would not ignore when Bitcoin's down 4.5%. I mean, this thing could find support or have already found support at 66.32 and take off like a rocket here in the days to come here. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it closes strong. We'll see if it closes weak. We'll revisit this afternoon, tomorrow morning. I think we have some room. If we start to get down back below like 64,123, we start to get down and test the waters at 62,206. That's when I think there's going to be some real trouble, in our future. And we'll be taking out the lows here of the 20th of March. And that could be, of course, it could be a shakeout, but I think that could be real trouble ahead and taking us, down into this $50,000 range, mid to high 50s, I should say, to be more exact. So let's keep an eye on Bitcoin. Usually what Bitcoin does is going to carry across the board into the rest of the markets. So if Bitcoin, if this is a one-day big shakeout here, okay. If we rally tomorrow huge, I'm sure the rest of the markets are going to follow suit. If this is just the beginning, keep in mind, we have a lower high here. We did take out some lows, but I think we have a little bit further to go before some real confirmation of a change in trend. But it starts one day at a time, guys. So keep your eye on 66.32, 64,375, 64,123, 62,206 is when be careful down at these levels. And then above the market, if we start to rally again, 68, 748, 71, 335 is our major, most recent resistance above the market. And then we have the highs here, 73, 494, and of course, 74, 958, 80,000 right up in here. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it. All links down below. It does help support the channel. Let's see how these markets go on this 2nd of April.